Hello and welcome to this week's episode of Dadas Show, coming to you from Faraja Cancer Support Trust here in Nairobi. I'm your host, Ashiko Mbune. As our name suggests, Dadas Show aspires to promote the spirit of sisterhood and solidarity amongst the women of Kenya. And we do this by creating an open and a safe platform for women to discuss any and all issues pertaining to their health and well-being, their lifestyle and careers, their families, among other topics. We also take pride in having the conversations that matter, not only to women, but to society at large. Now, November is Men's Health Awareness Month. It is a time when we pause and focus on conversations that are rarely had, but are yet so deeply important. Prostate cancer remains as one of the leading cancers amongst men and is responsible for taking many lives and leaving scores of survivors. Today we will focus on survival stories that behind every single survival story is a woman, a mother, a sister, a friend, a daughter who notices the signs, who offers strength and walks the journey alongside. On this first part of our Cancer Empowering series, we will open a powerful dialogue on prostate cancer and the vital role that women play in early detection, support and recovery. We will also hear a couple's inspiring story of courage and resilience. We will also get medical insights from a professional who will tell us how families can step in to save more lives through action and awareness. As always, we welcome you at home to take part and keep this conversation going on all our social media platforms at KBC Channel 1. You can also reach us at Dadas Show KBC on Facebook, or you can reach me personally at Ashiko the Host across all social media platforms. Be sure to like, follow, and subscribe. We truly look forward to hearing your feedback, your questions, any information that you may have, or any follow-up that you may need on this and any other episode. Before we get into today's conversation, let's take a look at the following feature.
As the world observes Men's Health Awareness Month, one silent threat continues to affect millions: prostate cancer. It is among the leading cancer in men, yet conversations around it remain limited, often overshadowed by stigma, fear, and cultural silence. In many households, men are known to push through discomfort, ignore symptoms, or delay hospital visits. But when it comes to prostate cancer, silence can be deadly. Symptoms can be subtle: difficulty urinating, frequent nighttime bathroom visits, lower back pain, signs many men dismiss as age or stress. While prostate cancer affects men physically, its emotional impact is felt across the family. Medical experts say it takes awareness at home, conversation between partners, siblings, and even adult children to encourage men to take screening seriously. Screening is simple: a prostate-specific antigen test, a PSA test, often combined with a physical examination. For men above 45 or those with a family history, regular checks are critical. But beyond the tests, survivors say emotional support makes the journey bearable. Across the country, awareness campaigns are gaining momentum, encouraging men to speak up, seek help, and prioritize their health. Because with early detection, the survival rate is high. Prostate cancer doesn't have to be a death sentence. This Men's Health Awareness Month, the message is simple: talk, test, and take action. A conversation today could save a life tomorrow. Edna Murungi for Dadas Show.
Welcome back. If you're just joining us, this is the first part of our two-part cancer awareness series. And the topic of discussion today is prostate cancer, the role women play. And joining me for this discussion is Mr. William Ambondo. Karibu sana sa. Thank you for making time to be with us today. And right next, we've got Mrs. Myra Ambondo. Thank you so much, madam, for joining us today. Karibu sana to Dadas Show. And finally, we've got Dr. Adash Chandra, who is an oncologist. Thank you so much, sir, for making time to join us on Dadas show. As always, I'd also want to acknowledge my wonderful, wonderful, diverse audience for making time to sit with us week in, week out, as we learn, as we unlearn, as we celebrate, as we communicate, as we grow each other as women of Kenya. I also want to appreciate you at home for tuning into Dadas show every single week, as we also share our stories and grow and create a safe platform for women of Kenya. I'd like to start off with you, Dr. Dash. First of all, thank you so much for making time off your busy schedule to join us, for this very, very insightful conversation. So what exactly is prostate cancer? We talk about prostate cancer, especially in the month of November, which is the Men's Health Awareness Month. What exactly is prostate cancer, and what are some of the early signs that a man and even the women around him, so we're talking about maybe the wife, a sister, a mother, could notice? What are some of the signs they should look out for in their person?
Cancer is unregulated growth of the cells. So if it occurs in prostate gland, which is located below the bladder, so it is called as prostate cancer. Any cancer or abnormal growth arising within the prostate is called prostate cancer. So normally, as I told, it's a part of the prostate gland lies like a part of the urinary system of the men. It passes through the prostate, like the urethra passes through the prostate. So any growth in the prostate gland, it can normally lead to the disturbance in the pattern of urination, like increase in the frequency of passing urine. It can also cause, particularly during the night, the frequency can be more. Like difficulty in passing urine, any physical obstruction in passing urine. So these are the main signs and symptoms of prostate cancer, which the patient or the caregivers can notice in men. Yeah.
Thank you so much. So you've said one of the significant signs is, using the frequency in passing urine. So I know that everybody's system is different, but what's the ideal number, let's say, in a night?
It also depends on other medical conditions like diabetes. The people with diabetes, they pass more frequently than normal non-diabetic patients. So normally, like we have patients who are suffering from this increase in the urinary frequency during the night. Like they also have like within half an hour or 1 hour they wake up and pass urine. It is not hard and fast that this is a sign of prostate cancer, because we also have some prostate cancers which are not associated with these symptoms. Like if the cancers arises from normally prostate gland, the cancer arises from the peripheral part. The prostate gland we divide into central zone and the peripheral part. So those which are arising from peripheral part may not be associated with these symptoms. Okay. It is highly individualized, and depending on the location from where the cancer is arising from, also it depends on the size of the
gland.
tumor. Yeah.
The tumor, sorry. Thank you so much for that. So let's come sasa kwa ground. William, thank you so much. William and Myra, thank you so much for taking time, because we could definitely not be able to have this conversation and talk about the role that women play without a real life couple. People who have actually been able to walk the journey and are in a position right now to share with us what it was like, the highs, the lows, and the in-betweens. So I want to start off with you. Take us back all the way back and share with us your journey from diagnosis. How did you find out that something was wrong, Mr. Ambondo? Was it, did you have the telltale signs like what Dr. Dash has talked about? Yeah, share with us your journey, sir.
I go for medical checkup every year. This time around September 2020, after running through all the tests, my doctor told me, you need a specialist. Yes. I'm referring to another doctor to check for this and this, because your PSA is high. I went there. The other doctor started treating me from 2021 to December on medication, and every month I was going through checking my PSA. Somehow it never changed. Yeah. So I come around December, he said, go for biopsy, let me check what is in there. Yeah. Now, that's when the bombshell came up. I'm the one who took the report to the doctor. It was sealed envelope. I was honest.
So you couldn't pick.
I didn't even read.
You're
I gave
such
it
a
to him.
disciplined person.
Yes.
My curiosity.
I gave it to him. And this time I was not with my wife. Most of the medical checkups I'll go with her, and she'd be like my handbag, encouraging me. This time I was alone.
Yeah.
So I gave him the envelope. The doctor opened it. I was looking at him. Then I saw his face change a bit. Then, of course, being a medic, he told me so many stories.
Yeah.
He was telling me you have cancer. He told me so many stories, and you have one of the best cancers
Oh,
in
like
the
there's
world.
something like a breast cancer.
Breast cancer. You know, this came as breast cancer. But for us laymen, the word cancer spells doom. Word cancer is death. Word cancer is shock. You see, you are getting near the grave, and your hope starts coming down. So when I went home, I found my dear wife. I told her, well, it appears my doctor has given up. What do you mean has given up? He has referred me to another doctor. That means things are not so well, but we'll see. We'll be told by the other doctor we have been referred to.
Yeah.
So we went to the other doctor with her. And the doctor talked to us, told us, these are the options we have. We're given all the options. And we say at this age in time, I'm almost retiring. Let us kill this enemy. I've already told you how our areas have got cancer.
Of course.
So he said, let us kill it once for all.
Yeah.
So you go for treatment. So I had a very supportive wife, very supportive family, my children, and very supportive employer.
Yes.
My employer supported me for treatment in India, Mumbai, HCG India. That's when we went for cyberknife with my dear wife. She was there all the time, watching everything on scale, on TV and what is happening. Then after about 30 days, we came back. Then I've got a regular checkup in India every 1 year. This year I was there in January.
Yeah.
And I must say I'm improving.
Oh, wow.
Although I'm still on medication up to the end of the year, I hope when I reach the end of the year, I'll be told, now you are free to go back to normal things.
Inshallah.
Yes, thank you.
Wow. Thank you so much. I love the fact that in every conversation you're talking about the importance of a support system. I believe we were having a conversation before and we talked about support is part of healing. You know, the medication could be the best, the equipment could be the best, the hospital could be the best, but without that support of family, the psychosocial support, then often patients have not been able to pull through. Thank you so much. Let me hear from the, from the very supportive, our dear wife, Myra Ambondo. When you first learned, on that day when he came and he told you the doctor has given up on me, and he's sending us to another specialist, and you went and you found out the diagnosis, you've been told the big C. What was your state of mind? What did you go through? Explain to me what your state of mind was in those 10 minutes, in a week, in a month. Please take me through that.
Thank you, Shiko. Now, it was that moment when he came home, as he said, because we always went for, up to now, whenever he goes for checkups, we go together. At this particular time, he had gone alone.
Yeah.
So he comes back and tells me, it's like the doctor has given up. That was a urologist to whom he had been referred by the cardiologist.
Yes.
So you see there was the cardiologist, and then now the urologist, and now he says the urologist has given up on him. Now we have to see an oncologist, all those big names.
Yeah.
Yes. So now we have to go to the oncologist. And of course, being human, it was like cancer. We are done. Because when you hear cancer, that is the end of the story. We are going to, next we have to find a burial site. But we thank God, as he has put it, his employer was so supportive.
Yes.
So he says, but before I do that, I would like to have a second opinion.
Yes.
According to him, I think he was the first one to be in denial. No, I can't be having cancer. It can't just be one person saying I have cancer, and it is. And as he has told you, we have very good children. So as we share with our children, one of our daughters is like, but Dad, if that is what you've been told, it is not like malaria where you'd be feeling the whole body is paining or the headache, because prostate cancer will be in one particular point.
Yes.
So why are you thinking the doctor would have made a mistake? But anyway, Dad, since I know you, go ahead.
Yeah.
So from there, it was all over my mind. What if? You know the what if? What if? What if? And we took the bold step, as he has put it, with the support of the employer. We moved on, went further to seek, okay, it was more of a second opinion, but treatment.
Yes.
Yeah.
While you're at it, exactly.
Yes, it was a second opinion, but treatment. So indeed, he went for treatment in 2022.
Yeah.
And from that time, we have been moving on together. Like doctor said, we noticed the urination at night,
Yes.
which was every other 1 hour, sometimes even 30 to 45 minutes. So we went for treatment, and we were told the position. It was at stage 2. And since the doctors had told us, it is good, he has come for treatment, he has been coming for checkup.
Yes.
And at this point, it can be numbed.
Yes.
Yeah. So that actually gave us hope.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we went to India. He had the cyber knife, and that is the time, from that time, we had been close even before.
Yeah.
But I think this brought us even closer.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh,
And
wow.
that is our life.
That is your life.
Yeah.
I applaud you for that. You talked about anxiety, the what ifs, because that is just anxiety full. What if, what if, what if? And I'm happy that through it all you were able to see your positivity and to stay focused. I want to come back to you, Dr. Dash. What could be the reason behind, people not showing up for screening, people not talking about it? Because I like what William said at the beginning, sharing such information is a double-edged sword. And if it's a perception that most people have, why do you think that is so?
So one is, again, ignorance. They don't know about the cancer. The other thing is their attitude, men attitude. They feel they won't go to the checkups unless until it's really bothering them.
Yeah.
And sometimes it could be, in most of the families, they are the workhorse of the house. Sometimes outside they are earning. Sometimes they overlook, they won't consider their health as a priority. So all these are the reasons, maybe.
Okay.
According to me.
Yes. Yes, William, you want to add something?
But also look at our cultures.
Yes.
When a boy is born, he is told, be a man. Don't cry, men don't cry. Men don't show weakness. You must be you must be seen to withhold every risk, every challenge coming without crying. In fact, if you read Malcolm's book, Outlier, he has talked something about culture and saying there's this place in America whereby people will kill one another because you shouldn't be killed. You should show that you are a man, you are powerful, you are strong. And even if you watch the old movies, Western movies, yes, the man who kills the biggest, the man who is strongest gets the best lady. Isn't it? If you watch those movies. So men believe that you are the strongest, you don't show weakness. I remember I met one person at one of my doctors, and he was to go for surgery. And when I explained to him what would be done to him, he said, no, I'm not going. I'll not go for that.
What would be done to him in the form of the testing?
In the form of the treatment.
Of the treatment,
Yeah, because the treatment is thorough. In fact, she forgot to tell you, the treatment of cancer is more challenging than even discovering the cancer itself.
The diagnosis.
Yes, because the drugs are very strong. And look at it this way. Look at two men fighting, two bulls fighting. Those are two bulls fighting in your body. Let me imagine from a layman's point of view. How do you feel? Yes, the body somehow finds it. Sometimes you lose all your hair after some chemos. You lose appetite. You throw up, all those things, because so many things are happening in your body. So most people even fear the treatment. Back to your question, men must be men and must be seen to be men. And you tell our boys, be a man. So to be a man, you don't show any weakling. Don't tell people I'm sick. That's why we find most of us will die trying to walk. Even when you knew that you are not feeling well, you still have to stand up and go and do some stuff. Yes.
Wow. That is very insightful, Mr. Mbondo, and thank you so much for saying that. So let me move on to you, Myra. You know, we've talked about, he's mentioned something briefly about the treatment. You know, the falling out of the hair, the lack of appetite. I mean, we've all had a chance to maybe have a glance at, you know, what cancer patients go through, not only prostate cancer, but, you know, the whole bevy of them. And it's a challenging process. How did you support him emotionally and practically during this treatment that he's talking about? Because to hear someone saying that sometimes the diagnosis is not the heavy pill, the hard pill to swallow, the treatment is another beast to slay. How did you support him? And how did you keep yourself from not burning out?
Thank you.
Yeah.
As I've told you, he's very caring. So when it came to his turn, he was not well, and he went for treatment. It was a challenge.
Yes.
And this is the time we were away from home when the treatment was done. So here is somebody, we've been given a menu, what to eat, what not to eat, and we are away in India. Okay, one of the feeds don't do pepper, spices. We are away from home.
You're in India. I mean, that's a staple for everything.
Yes.
There have to be spices. Yeah.
There has to be spices. And with this treatment, the appetite is lost. And the frequency of visiting the washroom is there. So here you are, you have to encourage this patient to eat. And wherever you are, you have to be close to the washrooms. A patient who is not eating, and anytime he would eat, he wants to visit the washroom.
Yeah.
So it was my duty to talk to the kitchen staff. I have a patient, and we're not going to have this. So the diet was something that we had to really look into. But it was a bit difficult at the beginning because we were used to eating this kind of diet. But now here we are, we have to do that, which the doctor has said, and it's for our own good.
Of course.
Yes.
Yeah.
So we have learned in our house, if you come and you find us eating boiled sukuma, that is encouraged. Join us to do it.
Join us.
Yes.
When in Rome.
Yeah. And you can see he's doing good. We have kept the diet. Yeah. In fact, it becomes cheaper.
I love the fact that you have chosen to be positive. You know, you have understood the power of language, talking about we are managing. Because it's very easy for most people to sit and look at all the things that are not working out. This is not working out, this is not working out. So of course I do admire that. I do really hope that the women who are watching and you find yourself in a situation such as this, you know, you'll borrow a page from Myra's book, you know, about being intentional, about staying positive, about, you know, you said he was a caring man, so it was not difficult to care for the caring man. That's excellent to hear. Before we go on break, let's talk about that treatment. You know, Dr. Dash, just walk us through what treatment and recovery typically would look like and how families can best support their patient through that journey.
So normally prostate cancer, as you told, it's one of the good cancer. So the first point is it's a very slow growing tumor compared to other cancers. Okay, so that is one thing.
Yeah.
Since it's slow growing, the treatment options are we have good treatment options. And all of the patient doesn't need chemotherapy. Okay, chemotherapy is the toxic drugs we give through the drip.
Yeah.
Most of the cancers we use chemotherapy, but prostate cancer is a hormone sensitive tumor, like related to the hormone, mainly the male hormone testosterone.
Testosterone, yes.
So now, since it's a hormone sensitive tumor, we have something called hormonal therapy, where we reduce the action of hormone. Either we reduce the hormone production, or we also block the action of hormones. So that kind of treatment will act like chemotherapy. So we try to avoid chemotherapy. We don't do it unless it is needed, when it is advanced, when the patient is symptomatic. When the patient needs a rapid relief in the symptoms, we use chemotherapy. So most of the cases of prostate cancer, which is not spread, we don't use chemotherapy. So when it comes to recovery, like the side effects of, we have the radiation, mainly the issue with passing stool, like radiation can be associated with increase in the frequency of passing stool. That is one of the side effects, which is less with the latest techniques. But again, diet, the avoiding spicy diet, as Myra told, that is one of the things. Like there, the family plays a very big important role. Most of the side effects which are concerned to prostate cancer treatment is because of hormonal therapy, because we are reducing the testosterone levels, which is associated with mainly the sexual dysfunction. Okay, and as well as there are the side effects like loss of libido, erectile dysfunction. We have sweating, hot flashes, okay, and weight gain. These are the main side effects of the hormonal therapy. So a caring family understanding the situation of the patient is very important. The reassurance, because these side effects, again, they are not permanent. So they will improve once, like most of the localized prostate cancer, there is a particular duration of hormonal therapy. Like we have either it may be from 6 months to 2 years. So once the client stops the hormonal therapy, it recovers. Those side effects will recover over a period of 3 months to 6 months going forward.
Thank you so much. So understanding, staying positive, understanding that this too shall pass, literally. Thank you so much. We'll continue digging deeper into what the family support, especially the women in their lives, mean. We're going to take a small break and then we'll come back for the question and answer session. Don't go far. Welcome back. This is my favorite part of the show, where our wonderful interactive audience gets an opportunity to interact with our panel. So if there's any questions, feedback, words of encouragement, this is definitely the moment to do so. Remember, this is our first part of our two-part cancer awareness series, and today's topic is prostate cancer and the role that women play. Remember to keep this conversation going on all our social media pages at KBC Channel 1, Dadas Show KBC on Facebook, and Ashiko, the host, across all social media platforms. So let's get started. Helen has, I believe, a question or a comment. So karibu sana, Helen.
I'm Helen. My question goes out to our survivor. What role has your wife played in helping you to go through the journey? And the other one is to a doctor. What happens when a cancer patient who had a stage 4 cancer kind of discontinues his medical treatment because of maybe financial issues? What happens? Maybe he relapses or what? Please answer that. Thank you.
Thank you, Helen, for your question. It is true, my wife has played a very pivotal role in my healing. When it comes to administration of drugs, she's there for me. When it comes to the diet, she does that for me. She even makes sure I've taken the drugs. And then when I was in India with her, she made sure I was comfortable. As she said, I visited the washroom from time to time. Even booking the airline, she had to make sure that my seat is next to the washroom, so that I'm comfortable. And she has brought in the visitors to give me the support, her friends, She's the one who is like my voice to most people. Because men are usually shy. And personally, me, I'm shy by nature. But her, she has gone out to bring her friends. And she has a very, very strong prayer group. People come to pray for us and give us the support we need. Social support. Yes, apart from the diet and other things I've mentioned, also the social support. She's the one in charge of it.
A huge part of your healing is because of the kind of psychosocial support you got. Oh, wow. That is wonderful. Thank you so much. Dr.
Yeah, coming to the second part. So it was a good question, Helen. So what happens normally, it's a stage 4 disease, you're asking about the advanced disease. The treatment, mainly the hormonal therapy, it goes for longer time.
Yes.
Sometimes there will be challenges, financial challenges. The patient is supposed to stop the treatment. Like normally there's a chance of disease progression, though prostate cancer, I told it's a slow growing tumor.
Yes.
So it nothing happens in a matter of a day or a month maximum also. Like it doesn't grow faster, but there are chances of disease progression which can happen if the patient discontinues the treatment.
Oh, so you're saying that, yeah, that is because it's a slow growing tumor, but definitely you'd encourage a person to get back on medication.
Continue the treatment, because I have a patient with the stage 4 who had come in wheelchair or even stretcher, because it can affect, mainly the prostate cancer affects the backbones, which can cause spinal cord compression, which can lead to paralysis. So I had many patients coming in the wheelchair or stretcher. I had that patient survived for 7 or 8 years more. I can see him, the reversal, how he has improved. He was walking with a stick, going forward with the treatment, then walking without the stick, even walking very faster.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's actually very encouraging.
Yeah.
I think like most medication, it's important to actually stick on a regimen, but we'll definitely tackle on the issues of financial constraints and how that can be rectified. Let's move on to our next question of the day. That is from Shiko.
I want to appreciate Mr. William for coming out, and also the courage to share about your personal journey. And my concern is how can we help men out here to put more value on themselves, because I have noted personally when there are free medical camps, you'll not see men. You'll actually see women and their babies, but you'll not see men coming out. And there was a time I had visited a place, and when we were doing the awareness, the men were like, it is not for us, it is meant for, the women. So I don't know how we can help the men to be more aware that it is important to put value on ourselves, because I want to believe the reason why, Mr. William, you were doing the visiting of your doctors, it's because you value you, and it was detected early, and that is why you're here to help so many others. So how can we help men out here? And also the support of your wife. How can we let the women or the sisters to help, how can we help our men? This is also to your missus. Thank you.
Thank you, Helen. That's a very valid question. First of all, men have their own egos. You have to tone down that ego. The second thing is that if you love your family, you must be there for them. You can't say you love your family and you want to die and leave them on this world, planet Earth. So for me, I loved my family, so I wanted to be well so that I can cater for them. Men outside there, my advice to you is that if you really care for your family, you must care for yourself. I like when I'm flying out in a plane, you'll be told, before you assist the other person, you must make sure that you have assisted yourself.
Correct.
So the men outside there, before you assist other people, assist yourself so that you can assist your family. It's important to go for medical checkup. Last month we were having my class luncheon, the people I went to school with. We were about 50 of us. We were having lunch, and I told them, you guys, 10 of us here must be having prostate cancer and must go for a test. And from Faraja Cancer here, they told us, if anything detected in 12 months to be cured. What am I saying? If us men go for medical checkup every year, that means in a cycle of 12 months, anything discovered, even being cancer, it will be treated. Cancer is a killer. Why is it a killer? Because it's a silent killer. By the time you see the symptoms and signs of cancer, it's stage 4. Stage 4, the doctor will tell you there's very little you can do. It can just tell you to go and make peace with your people. But if it's discovered early, you live long. So I encourage men to go out, go for medical checkups for the sake of your family, even not for yourself, for the sake of your family. And don't fear. Once it is detected, to be cured.
That was an exceptional answer. Asante sana, William. Let's carry on.
Thank you, Shiko. That is a very insightful question. And I would like to encourage us ladies to be able to be bold, talk with our men freely, our brothers, our sisters, our husband, tell them how it is. We have been encouraged, and they also encourage us to go for the breast tests. So the breast is, I guess, in women is like the prostate in the men. Because if they go for that test in good time, like William has said, these groups we have are a very good forum for us to share what we have as family or as friends. And that is where we encourage one another to go for the tests. And as teaching time saves 9.
Yes.
So if the men here and out there take the time, go for test, it will be nabbed for the sake of the family. And even treatment comes cheaper, because when it is discovered in time, the treatment is for a shorter period. Yeah, it may not be as costly as when it is discovered at a later date.
Thank you so much for that response. And I think that was a very insightful question. Why is it that men do not take their health as priority? And Dr. You had mentioned that as we begin. What are some of the challenges when it comes to creating awareness? Is because men are not taking it as their priority. But I want to echo what William has said. When you're on a flight, for those who've taken flights before, when you're on a flight, the person does not say, please put the mask on an infant, please put the mask on your mother, please put the mask on ABCD. You're told to put the mask on yourself. So my appeal to you, the gentlemen who are watching us today, is please put the mask on yourself. You will not be able to take care of your families. You'll not be able to conquer the world. You'll not be able to even see that dynasty that you're trying to build to fruition if you do not prioritize your health. Everybody is prone to prostate cancer, especially African men who have a predisposition to it. So I'd urge everybody to take your health as your priority. It is your greatest wealth. So thank you so much, Shiko, for that. Let's move on to our final question or comment of the day. Karibu sana, Duncan.
This moment, I give thanks to the panelists for the wonderful program we are having. My issue is the fact that many men do not know how and where they can access the check. I think maybe this one can even go to the doctor to tell us how maybe men can access the checkups, and also maybe bring into awareness of how men can be checked early, so that we can be able to fight this very serious disease. Okay. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Duncan. Dr. I want to start off with you. Please take us through what the costing would look like. Okay. I know that they vary depending on the intensity, but let's look at from an early detection point of view, like William.
So the screening test, basically, I told it's a blood test, simple blood test called total PSA. So the cost in private center, most of the centers, it is around 3,000 to 4,000 Kenya shillings. So it could be in like the month of November, where the prostate cancer, it could be half subsidized, maybe around 2,000. it could be much cheaper cheaper or free of cost in government centers like Kenyatta National Hospital or KUTRH or other regional cancer centers. Particularly, there are also many screening camps happens. They offer free of cost testing for this prostate cancer. So that is the basic test. Those who are suspected with elevated total PSA values, so they are subjected to further testing like ultrasound, where we check ultrasound or an MRI, where we check the prostate is enlarged or not. Is there any abnormal lesions lesions or the nodules present in the prostate gland? So if they are present, they are subjected to biopsy. Biopsy is a needle test. Small piece is taken from the prostate gland. Then we look through the microscope. We see whether is there any abnormal cells which looks like cancer. So that is the definitive diagnosis. The confirmation is from biopsy, which is done with the help of an ultrasound. Okay, so those ultrasound guided biopsy, simple ultrasound can it can cost around 5,000 to 10,000, depending on the institute. It could be much cheaper in government centers. So again, MRI, it can varies from 10,000 to 20,000. So in private centers, it could be cheaper. And even I know, I'm aware the SHA is covering for the prostate.
Correct.
So once these tests are done, the diagnosis is done, we do something called whole body PET scan. It's there's something PET scan which is specific for the prostate cancer. It's called PSMA PET scan. The cost of which is locally available, like even in the government center, even in the private center, including us in HCG. So which costs around 50 to 70,000 Kenya shillings. Again, SHA is going to help you. It's going to cover. They cover maybe one scan in an annual year. So which will help in diagnosing.
Yes. So thank you so much for that. And now, being that both of you have walked the journey, and I know that financial constraints is one of the biggest things that hinders people from actually getting assistance, what would your recommendations be? You know, you had a very supportive boss, other people may not. If we're talking about people who from a certain class, they may not be able to access some of the facilities that you did. What would your recommendation be?
Thank you for that question. What I can suggest is that everybody should join SHA. As the Dr. Dadas said, SHA covers most of these treatments. And don't shy out. Please try and join it. Complain when we are in SHA itself. Then let it see what it can do for you.
Yes.
Yes. For me, as you have rightfully said, I was lucky. My former employer, I'm no longer working with them. My former employer catered for me for everything, and I'm grateful for that. But even at that place, medical checkup was free, mandatory. But it's not mandatory, but it was free.
It was free.
But nobody used to go for medical checkup in the company, despite the fact we were not paying for it. I know because I was in finance and I was in charge of those payments, and will force some people. One time I told the boss, maybe we should withhold salaries for people so that they go for
the screening,
the checkup, just whole body checkup. I think it's our culture. The bodies take us to hospital. We cannot take our bodies to hospital. I think that's just in us, Africans. Let me say Africans. Because the Wazungus maybe are different. They'll be walking to hospital every time for a checkup. But for us, unless we are sick and extremely sick, you don't go to hospital.
You don't go to hospital.
You don't go to hospital.
What about you, Myra? What would your recommendations be?
My recommendation to all of us, and especially the ladies, let us support our men. Like we've been told, they are shy. They don't want to come out. If you are near one, tell him, let's just go for this test. Let us communicate as much as we can. Because they will not, in most cases, men will not start a conversation about a sickness. Yeah. So the much we communicate, when we are out there with our charmers, we tell one another, let's tell them, let's go for it. Yeah. And support. If he or your brother, your sister, your dad is not willing to accompany you, even if possible, pay the consultation fee for the person, and encourage the person to go for it, because we love them, We want them to be around us, and they do so much for us. So I would encourage all of us, let us keep communicating, supporting them, and caring.
So just give us your parting shot before we leave. Let's start off with you, Dr. Ree, about today's conversation. What kind of things would you like to see being put in place to be able to eradicate it?
So it's a cancer like the other side cancer. It's the disease of the prostate. Okay. Why it is good cancer? Let me come to that point also. As I told, it's a slow-growing tumor. The survival, if you see, the 5-year survival in early stages, stage 1, 2, 3, is around 98%. Okay, 98% of the people who has early disease, they live for 5 or more years. Even 10 years, if you in early stages, it is also similar, above 95%. So in advanced disease, when it has even spread to the other sides, we have 5-year survival up to 35%. People may live 5 or more years, more than 35% of people, they live 5 or more years. So all the treatment of, like again, all patient doesn't need all treatments. If they detected in early stages, a single treatment may be sufficient. Maybe radiotherapy alone, SBRT alone may be sufficient, or surgery may be alone sufficient. In some cases, again, we can avoid. All patient doesn't need chemotherapy. Again, if they need hormonal therapy, some patient may need only for 6 months, some patient may not need, some patient may need for 2 to 3 years. Okay. So again, all treatment options are available locally. Okay. Yeah. So there is no need for the patients to travel abroad for the treatment also. We have everything available locally. When it comes to prevention aspect, mainly like being physically active, avoiding obesity, good diet, mainly red meat also linked to the onset of aggressive forms of prostate cancer. So reducing the red meat intake, basically a balanced diet, more of mixed fruits, vegetables. Even the white meat we can replace for red meat. Regular physical activity I mentioned, avoiding healthy lifestyle is quite important. The early screening, detection in knowing the risk you are in. Like if there is a family risk, like we have family, brothers, sisters, or parents, the father is having the prostate cancer. Starting the screening very early, even from the age of 40, is good in terms of PSA testing. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you so much for that. And thank you for clarifying that. So live healthy, it is not contagious, and it is not caused or brought forth by sexual activity or lack thereof. So I know that there are certain stereotypes that, oh, you have prostate cancer, then that means that you're immoral, you know? So that is not true. That's a myth. So let's also educate ourselves. Give us your parting shot before we close.
My parting shot to my brothers out there, my children out there, my elder brothers out there, go for a test. Early test, early detection, you are safe. Don't fear. Thank you very much.
Wow. Thank you very much. That is well said. Remember, early detection can dictate whether it will be recovery or despair. We have definitely come to the end of this very, very enlightening conversation on prostate cancer, which is the first part of our 2-part cancer awareness series from Faraja Cancer Support Trust. We thank you all so much for tuning in. I want to appreciate the production team at KBC, our lovely host Faraja Cancer Support Trust, and my wonderful audience and panel for joining this engaging conversation. Remember to reach us on all our social media platforms, as earlier mentioned. Like, follow, and subscribe. And we truly look forward to hearing from you. But for now, goodbye. I will catch you same time next week. Take care of yourselves. Bye-bye.